Greatness was already implemented within you from inception. Remember that.
It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time actually joining me, and obviously maybe if you're watching from the sideline, I would warmly want to encourage you to be a part of the family, because it's all fun up in here and it's all positivity. And my niche here is about fashion, beauty, and of course lifestyle and everything in between. If you F with me, I definitely will F with you, and therefore will be a crew. Yes, that part. So today, as per the title, we talking mental hygiene. And you will be wondering, mental hygiene? Yes, we need to keep our mind clean all the time. And how do we keep this? This is what we're here to talk about. It's a pep talk, and we're discussing a lot. So I jotted down a few pointers in my notebook just to kind of let us know what exactly we would need to actually keep a healthy, hygienic mind. It's very important. So hygiene is not all about your body or your odor or self-grooming, but it also has to do with your mind and a lot more other things like self-branding and the like. So today, as per the title, I'm just gonna quickly just jump into it. So first of all, you need to visualize yourself. You need to visualize who you want people to see you as, or who or where you want to, how do you see yourself, how do you visualize yourself. So you start from there. So visualize yourself as being the successful person. It could be anything, because success, definition of success differs from person to person. So when you define yourself, visualize yourself to be the successful person, then tackling your daily to-do list to defeat your fear and failure. So you need to visualize yourself as the person you want to be and start working towards achieving that and living that, instead of it just hanging around to be a dream of who you visualize, because what we think is who we become. So when you visualize that, look at possibilities, look at solutions that are going to enable you to actually be that person that you want to be. What are some of the changes that you will have to undergo? Say for instance, you see yourself as this boss lady, you see yourself as this competent person, this confident person, you see yourself as this successful six-figure person. What it is you're going to do to achieve that? Definitely, one, you need to work hard. You need to have a plan in place on how you're going to be a boss lady. You need to set up businesses, you need to have plans. You start from where you are. It doesn't matter where you are, but you need to start from wherever you are and keep it going from there on. And eventually, trust me, you, as long as you stay focused, you will achieve your visualized person or ideal person that you want to be. Leave it. If it's this boss lady, start dressing like a boss lady, start smelling like a boss lady, speak like a boss lady, carry yourself like a boss lady. Carry yourself in the way that you visualize yourself. Yeah. And then the other thing is to embrace, we all do have flaws, but what I've noticed is a lot of us are afraid to actually embrace our flaws. Because once you embrace your flaws, really, you come to acceptance to say, this is my flaw, or these are my flaws. And then you know that those flaws are a part of you, and these flaws can be modified. Yeah, these are parts of you that can be modified, meaning you still, despite that you have flaws, you still have the chance to modify those flaws, work on them bit by bit, not all at once, but you can eventually work on each and every one of them. And remember, you are a process. Why do I say this? Because there's no perfection. We all in the process of becoming who we are or who we want to be or who we were meant to be from creation, because we are a process and we have purpose. And then the other thing that I would probably say, just to keep your mental hygiene, you know, up and running, you need to know when you're happy, the moments that you find yourself happy, you need to know and understand. Pay attention to yourself. Ask yourself, what has made you happy? This will help you in turn actually get to know what makes you happy, get to understand what tickles you, what actually makes you happy. And when you learn those things to say, this makes you happy, let's say maybe you went for a jog or you went playing tennis or you went for a walk on the beach, or you probably played football or read a book and it made you happy. So get to know those things and keep doing them as often as possible, because they make you happy. Then you know what makes you happy, and if you know what makes you happy, it's easier to always go to the happy place whenever you need to. So learn, pay attention to the feelings, pay attention to your feelings, to your emotions. Know what makes you happy, know what tickles you. You have the power to choose your thoughts. I mean, most people would say no, but you have the power to actually choose your thoughts. So when a negative thought pops up in your head, just think of something positive or speak a positive affirmation, and there you go. That's how you can actually choose what your mind thinks. And also be careful what you listen to, who you listen to, and what exactly you see and watch and what you feed into your mind, because it's gonna tend your mind or actually make it hygiene. So be selective with what or who you choose to listen to, as this is very vital. Then the other thing is to set goals. Like we human beings are built to actually, you know, set goals, and when we achieve them, that excitement, this adrenaline goes away. So always set goals as frequently as possibly as you can, just to keep your spirits up and just to keep you focused, and just know what you actually headed to. You know where your end result, you know where you want to be. So I'd say really set goals, and then not only just setting goals but also putting in place action plans to actually to achieve those goals, because many other times that we actually set goals but we don't really have an action plan towards what we actually feel are going to get us to that goal. Say for instance, I'd say I would want a summer body this summer, but what am what's the action plan there? The action plan is either get myself to the gym or work out from home, eat healthy, do meditation, push myself, join a health club, a fitness club, take walks, take more water. All those things, those are called action plans. Yeah, the goal is to have a summer body. The action plan is join a local gym, join a women's fitness team, exercise from home, eat more healthy. Those are action plans. I do hope at this point you kind of understand like where I'm coming from and where I'm actually going, and you're with me. If you are with me and you do agree or you're learning a thing or two, please comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and also do share this to somebody who probably would need this. And you don't need to set just one kind of goal. I would say mix your goals. Have shocking goals that you know it would take a lot, unrealistic goals. Make them realistic to you, and also set the smaller, hundreds of goals. Something like, today I'm going to make sure I stay organized, have an organized day, organized week. Organized month leads to organized quarter, leads to organized our year, and ultimately to an organized life. Yeah, ultimately to an organized life. And the other thing would be, A lot of people say, I wish, I wish, I wish. Take out that I wish part and know the fact that you are free to be who you were created to be. While the world would do its best to define you, yeah, often other times, especially now more than ever, a lot of people are actually feeling this impact because the world will tell you who to be, how to act, telling you, what to think. Even, media and stuff will tell you what to think, how to dress, how to act. And oftentimes we kind of like fall prey to that cycle of thinking. But I want you to remember that every fiber of your being was designed with purpose. So you're not just randomly existing. You actually do have a purpose. You were created from beginning with a purpose, and let that purpose shining. What you need to remember is greatness is already in us. Yeah, greatness was in us from the beginning of our creation. The moment we're created, greatness was already implemented in us. It's at the core of who we are as a person. What you need to do is now just tap into that. Get to realize your purpose, get to realize who you are. Take time to understand who you are. When you understand who you are, what you like, what are your boundaries, like, it'll be easy for you to actually even help out the next person or relate even better to the next person, because you know who you are. You cannot help somebody else when you yourself are struggling with self identity. So self identity is very important. Tap into the knowledge of understanding oneself. It's a powerful tool that will make you excel in a lot of ways, in career, in business, in personal life, in relationships, and so on and so forth, because there is power in understanding who you are and understanding what you can take and what you can't take. So take time to actually understand who you are. So the challenge is not to strive to become something else, but to uncover the greatness already within us by shipping off labels. Like, a lot of people are sort of with labels and titles that we all lost in this, and we always seeking to blend in situations and in society, in situations that we're not even meant to blend, so that we want to show up to the world as the purest version of ourselves. But there's no pure version of yourself. You being yourself is unique. You are unique. You are with a purpose. Greatness is at the core of your being. Greatness was already implemented within you from inception. Remember that. That's very vital for you to remember that. I hope you guys are vibing with me and kind of getting one or two things from here. This will help you. Like, put in a lot of positivity, the same way that you would have a diet for your body. Have a diet for your mind. Don't just accept anything. Analyze what people tell you, analyze what the news tell you, analyze what society tells or thinks of you. Don't just let everything sink in. Have a filter out what is necessary, and let what is unnecessary, filter out what is unnecessary, and let what is necessary actually sink in. Yeah, and you can only do that once you are self-aware. There's power in being self-aware. It's very important, guys. And the other thing is focus on solutions. In life, we always are going to encounter problems, be it on a professional level, be it on a personal level, be it globally, be it as a nation, as a world. We always going to face problems because it's part of human nature, it's part of life. But you need to focus yourself in handling situations with the perspective of finding solutions to whatever problems that you may face, be it in your work circles, be it on a personal level, or just generally. And then you need to learn to trust yourself. This is a thing that is very vital. You need to learn to trust yourself, believe in yourself, like be yourself, cheerleader, be the best fan, be your own fan, like be your self rooter, be there for you, because at the end of the day, you just you. So it starts with you. Like, don't expect appraisals from people. Oftentimes people are too busy in their own situations that oftentimes they don't have time to even give you that. But be yourself, cheerleader, trust yourself, know yourself, very vital. And be your biggest fan, and determine. You need to have a determination to rise up. You need to have a determination to make it in life, regardless of what people say, regardless of what the situation says, regardless of what position or where you are right now. I really don't care. You need to have the determination to rise beyond your situations. And visualize your higher self, then show up as that person. You could be a her, you could be a him. So visualize your higher self. Your higher self. Like, take a moment every other time, every other day. Make this a habit. Visualize yourself as the highest person and then show up as her. Yeah? Show up as her. And don't bend yourself to fit into a mold. Like, don't limit yourself into a mold of what society tells you to be, or what your situations tells you to be. Like, don't squeeze yourself, don't bend to be put in a mold so that you can make other people happy. Be you, be bold, be free. You are a free spirit, you are a free being with the ability to be whatever you'd want to be. You are with purpose. There is greatness at the center of your core. You were meant to be you. You were meant to shine. You were meant to be who you are. And then this other thing hits a lot, because most of us are fond of, not being comfortable with where we are. That's why we never happy. We all have to have ambition, but be happy with where you are right now while working towards where you want to go or who you want to become. Be happy with who you are right now, with what you have right now, while aspiring and working towards where you want to go. Yeah, it's okay to be happy with where you are, because that way you'll be living a fulfilled life. Like, you're happy with where you are, but you working towards that aspiration of where you see yourself. Yeah. And then listen to your emotions. Your emotions are a guide to guide you on what part of a journey you are, what you can accept. Pay attention to your emotion. And then the one difference, last but not the least, the one difference between where you are and where you'd want to be is only the steps you actually haven't taken. That's the only difference. Simple as that. Only difference of where you are and where you want to be is the steps you haven't yet taken. So stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating and get that thing started today. Stop thinking, no, maybe tomorrow. No, I'll do this when I've got so much money, or I'll start this business when I have all the knowledge. It's okay to start with error and you learn. Because mistakes, remember, embrace mistakes. Let mistakes teach you what not to do. Let mistakes be your learning process. Don't be afraid to fail along the way. A lot of people that are great today had gone through a process, and they were not afraid. They didn't have it all together when they initially started. They failed a million times. They learned until they got it right, because they paid attention to their mistake and they used that as a tool to actually, as a stepping stone to the next level, by learning from that failure and letting it not hold them back, but using it as a stepping stone to their next level. Guys, I hope this talk was beneficial to you, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Definitely enjoyed having you with me. So if you're not part of the fam and you're just watching from the sidelines, why don't you join the fam? Because here it's a big whole love family, and we're all about love and positivity, and this channel is all about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and of course motivational talks like this, something to do with day-to-day real life. Yeah, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend, share this video to somebody that you feel would benefit from this kind of pep talk. Until next time, guys, I'm so happy to always be here. Ciao. Please don't forget to tune in the next time. Thank you so much. Until the next one. Bye bye.
Enough. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's